Whoops, I need to turn it around. How do I turn my camera around? Whoops, that's not it. Shit, someone turned my freaking camera around. I don't know how to turn it around. Okay, there I go. Rotate your device. There we go. Okay. So I've been meaning to go live in a while. I want to show everyone my cool boots on. I've been thinking about opening my boots on and showing my Gohonzon and explaining the Gohonzon on the internet. Even though that's considered a real no-no to some religious people who practice my form of Buddhism. Even though there's no writings in any scriptures that say you can't do a video or do a picture of Gohonzon. Of course, every Gohonzon is a picture and replica of a copy of a Gohonzon, so they say, oh, if you make a video of it, then you're going to have to, that copy within the frames of your video camera, it's just bytes now, it's not even actual pictures, then that little copy within that's going to somehow be as sacred as the one on your Butsudan, which is just as sacred as the one in your heart and in your life. So if you can have pictures of yourself, why can't you have pictures of the Gohonzon that represents of pictorial representation of your true being, which is your infiniteness from time without beginning into the infinite future, the infinite possibilities you've always been and you always will be, if you chose to awaken to your infiniteness and your incredibleness. So that was what I want to do. But before I do it, I want to make a video about doing it to see what other people think about that idea, because I know that's been the taboo of all taboos within a certain group of religious people in a certain sect of Buddhism that I've been a part of all my life. I don't have to name names because most of my friends on Facebook are that same group. So, what do you guys think, if you're in that group or in another group, about me opening up this beautiful Butsudan altar there and explaining what I chant to every morning, myo-ho that I've been chanting to for the last 30-something years? What do you guys think of me showing it on the internet? Okay, so I don't have a problem with the idea of doing that. And I actually had an ex-girlfriend who I introduced to Buddhism, and I took her to Florida Nature Culture Center, and she was never told that she couldn't take a picture of the Gohonzon. So we had the little, this was back in 1999 before I had a digital camera, and it was one of those little ones you buy at Thrifties for like whatever, $4.99, and you disposable ones, and you have to take them down to the store and get them. And so she went up and took a picture of the Gohonzon in the middle of Florida Nature Culture Center relationship conference, and one of the old super genki, super conky women's division members like, oh my God, Bachi, you're gonna be burned in hell because you. And my wife, maybe she was a wife in another lifetime. My ex-girlfriend was like, oh my God, and she started crying and everything. She was a new member. She didn't know that was such evilness and such condemnation should be thrown upon her for doing such a thing. So the funny thing is, when we got those pictures at Thrifties, we had to send them in the mail, drop them in the bin, and then a week later they come back from the developing center, and we got those pictures. There was one or two pictures that were totally like just colors, like they got overexposed, and I thought those were the pictures of the Gohonzon, and she thought the same thing. But I found it was actually in another roll that I didn't develop until many years after I broke up with her, which I found in some old drawer in letters and stuff. And then I developed those ones, and I have the copy of the Gohonzon at the Florida Nature Culture Center, and I put it with my other Gohonzons, which is my travel Gohonzon and this Gohonzon, and I try to honor it the way I would honor a regular Gohonzon, because that's what I've been told was, But how do you do that with a digital imagery? Because every time you look at something, when you look at the Gohonzon, you're creating a digital imagery in your brain, which is stored in neural networks along. It's all energetic, just like it is in the cell phone and sent through the cell phone towers, and just like it is in your computer. So now it's all digital, just like your brain's digital, and your whole holographic matrix that you think is real because it feels real and it seems solid is all just a holographic matrix. It doesn't really exist. It's just a figment of your imagination that appears to be real. And because of all the judgments, all the projections, all the expectations of you and everyone else that has ever existed and ever will exist, keeps it in form, structure, and significance and concentricity, it seems to be reality, and it's just appearance, which Buddhism says appearance, nature, entity. There's threefold reality we live in. The appearance is the physical reality. So that's just the physical reality of the Gohonzon, but the spiritual reality or the nature of reality is actually you, the consciousness, the energy that you are, the gift you are to this planet. So that has nothing to do with the physical manifestation. I mean, it's just a representation. But now that we don't store it on film, why can't I take a video of that? That's my question for all you guys out there that like to ponder deep questions late at night when I should be sleeping because I have to wake up for work in the morning. And I'm glad Tom Dodd thinks it's worth watching, and I'm glad Alex Rios thinks it's worth watching too. So all the other people out there in the matrix field and in the quantum superhighway computer what do you think about me opening up my beautiful Butsudan and showing my beautiful Gohonzon in the near future? If I get enough likes, enough people disagreeing with the former ideas people sent us. Hello, Tomoki. Hey, Tomoki. Onodera. Ohayo gozaimasu. Oh no, it's konnichiwa. I think it's daytime wherever you are. I don't know. I just called my wife in Japan. She's in Niigata, so it must be like afternoon because she's going to take a nap with my daughter because they're feeling a little tired. So anyway, peace, love, and granola. Everyone call me and tell me what you guys think. Leave some comments, and I'll decide whether the whole world's ready to see my Gohonzon on this video or not, and whether that's a wrong or right thing to do based on someone else's projections, expectations, judgments of past programming that has nothing to do with the Gosho or the sutras, because I never seen anything in the Goshos or sutras that has anything to do with not taking a picture of the Gohonzon, because we didn't have cameras back then. Duh. Okay, I love you all. Thank you very much for my craziness, and I'll talk to you guys next time. I gotta go to bed.